Hey guys, it's Ashley, and today I'm going to be doing something that was requested by one of my subscribers, and I'm going to be showing you how to clean your makeup brushes. You may be thinking like there's a bajillion videos teaching me how to clean my makeup brushes. Like what's different about yours? I've watched a lot of these videos to see if there was a way I could improve my technique. So many people are cleaning their brushes wrong and they don't even realize that they are. I want to see people ruin their brushes. Brushes are expensive. You want to make sure you can keep them as long as you can without having to repurchase them. What I'm going to show you how to do, I recommend doing once a week, preferably more than that. It's really important to clean your makeup brushes because every day you're reapplying these things to your face. So if you have bacteria or I don't know, anything, germs, anything, just dust even, they get nasty. And after a while, oh, did you see that dust? It holds in there. When you think about everything that we put on our face, I mean, the brushes get gross after a while. So anyways, I'm going to show you how to clean your makeup brushes. And it's super easy and fast, and it's good for the brushes. So the materials you need, your makeup brushes, paper plate or regular plate, whatever, water, and olive oil. It doesn't matter what brand of olive oil you use. I've used different brands. This just happens to be the kind that I currently have in my kitchen. Hey guys, so the first step is we're going to take our paper plate, and I'm sorry for like the kind of weird angle. It's kind of hard for me to figure out with my iPad how to do this. We're going to take our, and we're just going to pour a little bit on the plate here. It doesn't really matter how much you use. Start with a little. I'm going to start off by showing you my blush brush because as you can see, it's absolutely filthy. So we're just going to take it and just kind of dip it in the olive oil a little bit. So you just kind of swirl it around. And you can see, I don't know if my camera's picking up on it, my hand is turning pink. Now the reason we use the olive oil is because it's super moisturizing for your brushes, but it rinses out perfectly and doesn't leave them greasy. Now I've seen that some people will take just water and soak their brushes in the water. And this is so bad for your brushes. And I will get into that later. So first what I do is I do that to all of my brushes, and then I take it and I sit it down on the paper towel for a few minutes. And I move on to my next brush, and I do it to that. And you'll see your hand will get filthy through this because your makeup has gotten so disgusting and has really built up on here. So you just do it a little. You don't have to do it a ton because we're going to be doing more. Now, the eye ones, you'll see make your hand really dirty, so you will have to stop and like do a few brushes, move on to the next step and go continue, or else you're just going to be like rubbing everything back on your hand. But one brush I want to show you, a foundation brush. This one is like nasty. Do you see it? It foams. There is so much that gets on these foundation brushes that you would not believe. I clean them like 3 times in each sitting just to make sure that I got all the leftover makeup, bacteria, anything off of them. Also, one reason why it's so important to keep doing these brushes is that your brushes will apply your makeup better and look better on you when they're clean. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you something. I finished cleaning the first step like I showed you of all of my brushes. So they're sitting here conditioned and wiped out. I just want to show you how messy this gets, like how much leftover makeup is really on these things. You see that? So my hand is disgusting, and I have 2 disgusting plates, and all that olive oil is pretty much gone, and it's soaking up here nice in my brushes. So now we're going to go to step 2, which will get even more stuff off. Okay, so I have taken all of my conditioned brushes They're all right here, and I put them in the sink. But we're not going to run water directly on them. So I'm going to take warm water. We don't want it really hot. We don't want it really cold. And just get it running. While it's heating up, I'm going to wash my hands just to get that stuff that I already got all off my hands. It's a little warm, so I'm going to turn it down. We don't want anything too hot because it can loosen the bristles in your brush. Alrighty, so we're going to start out with our blush brush, because that's the one I showed you earlier. We're just going to wipe off the handle. We're never going to actually completely submerge the whole brush in water. Now, this is something I've seen a lot of people misuse when they're cleaning their brushes, is they'll go out and get all yucky. Use the olive oil, it conditions them, cleans it nicely, then you never want to take it and just fill up the sink of water and put it in there. I even saw Snooki post on Instagram the other day. She's like, cleaning my brushes, and she had her sink full and all of her brushes floating in the sink. That is terrible, because if water gets in this barrel and you're holding it up, the water will seep down and loosen the glue, and the whole brush will end up falling apart. Now I'll get into storage later. But so after we condition and everything, we take our brush and we just get it to the very tip wet. We don't get it over the barrel. And we do what we did earlier. Okay? I don't know if you can see. It gets out all that extra. And you just keep going. Try to keep it, in shape the best that you can. And go ahead and squeeze out any excess, and you'll see it's still coming out. So you want to keep going until that's all done. So I just want to point out another option too. Sometimes brushes are extra dirty and I can't get them with just the olive oil. So another great option is after you've had your brush cleaned in the olive oil, you can take a little bit of dishwashing liquid. I use the Gain and just put like 1 drop on there, and then you can use that to swirl and get all that extra on your hand. A lot of times it will pick up way more than you even realize. And then just go ahead and continue to rinse it out in the warm water. And then your brush is fully clean. I do this method a lot, especially on my face brushes and eyeliner brushes. I know a lot of people don't like to use dishwashing liquid because it can be drying, but we used the olive oil, which is extremely moisturizing. So it leaves your brush looking shiny and healthy and clean. Okay, here's an eyeliner brush that I've recently already cleaned with the olive oil. Okay, so I put a little bit of the soap on it, and now I'm going to take my hand. Oh, can you see it? So if I hadn't used the soap, all this extra, let me take a little bit more soap, would have been left on the brush. Can you see it? Let me take our water and just clean it that way. And it just assures you that you're truly getting everything clean. I prefer this method. It just really seems to do the trick for me. It makes my brushes feel and smell clean, and it doesn't leave anything behind. It's as if I'm buying a new brush and taking it right out of the packaging. And I love the way they work on my skin afterwards. So I hope that helps. Okay, so we've got it all clean, and I have taken my fingers and shaped it the size I need it to be. Now, to store our brushes, if possible, you want to store it this way, so that if any water did get into the barrel, it can escape and drip dry. I don't have the type of hanger to do that, but you still never want to do it this way because it will loosen it. So I'm going to lay it on its side and a paper towel to dry. And then you just move on to your next one. And they're all the same. It works great. Honestly, my face hasn't had, I know it looks like I have breakouts right now, but my face has not broken out as much since I started using this method. There are different cleaners that you can buy. For example, I know Bare Minerals has one, and I've used it in the past, and I really wasn't a huge fan of it. I don't know, I felt like it left my brushes feeling greasy, and I just didn't like it. So, concealer brush, clean, shaped, put it on here. I know it seems time consuming, but honestly, it only takes, I'd say maybe 10 minutes for me to clean all of mine straight through. So I hope this helped you, and I hope it helped you see how important it is to clean your brushes. It's simple, it doesn't really take long, and it will really stretch your dollar and make your good brushes that you put money into last a long time. So, comment, let me know if this helped you, if you clean your brushes differently. I hope this helped you guys. Clean your brushes. It's very important. All right, I'll see you all later. Talk to you soon, and I hope you're all having a great week.